Hari Om and good morning, friends. Before I start doing the chart analysis for Mr. Navjyot Singh from Ambala, he's a very young man. बहुत young है, 2004 he is born, so just about 18 years. मुझे ऐसे लोगों का I always want to encourage them because see, astrology is a very slippery slope. At such a young age, I am personally witness to being given a dire prediction of death. When I was this age, one astrologer had told me I'd die by the age of 24, and that has shaped my life both in a positive and in a negative way. Negative way is that I was deeply concerned that if I'm going to die at such a young age, then what is the use of doing anything? And then I flipped it aside. Maybe my planets were such. Now I know my chart very well, but at that time I was still learning. I had started learning in 91, that actually I started to dig deep into palmistry and then astrology, and then realized that sudden deaths cannot be predicted, but bad times can be predicted. And the second thing is that I really wanted to do my engineering, but karma had other plans. On side with my engineering, I started to dig deep into astrology and palmistry and learned a lot. And I also learned that you have to stay away from dire predictions and the focus always has to be on the remedies. Then gradually, with the help of scriptures, in 2012, when I was fortunate enough to sit at the feet of very learned monks and learn about the Hindu scriptures, I understood the real meaning of life, and they removed a lot of blocks that were inside me, chakra blocks, and then I became comfortable with my chart. And it was only after that, 4 years after that, when everything sank in, that I started doing professional astrology. So when it's such a young person, or in fact any person, my wish is always key, that chart should be good, because what happens is, I'll tell you, after so many years of doing this, when a chart pops up or when a palm pops up, immediately the first impression is the one that sticks. Sometimes people call you incessantly, bataiye na bataiye, like they want you, it's a kind of a psychological upswing for them to hear good predictions. But I'm telling you, when you see a chart or a palm for the first time, I try to record the first thoughts that come into my mind. They are fresh, unfiltered, and that is what stands. That is what I do with my consultancy, and that is what I do with my YouTube analysis of charts. I would encourage more of you to ask me to do your chart analysis on YouTube. I know it's not popular, it is not getting many views, but as long as I'm able to help even that one person and bust his doubts about his chart and give him some valuable life advice based on his chart, it will be always based on astrology or palmistry, I think my work is done. In order to motivate me, as everybody has done for the past 3+ decades in my journey in this field, please, I would request you to like, share or subscribe the YouTube videos and be a partner in my growth as you have done for my Quora channel. So now Navjyot Singh was born on 17th May 2004 at 17:56 hours in Ambala, Kent, Haryana. Whenever I see the number 17 or the number 8, see, basically I was talking to a person yesterday and मैं उनको बोल रहा था, I was telling that person that I will take information from wherever I can. I will take it from numerology, I will take it from your chart, I'll take it from your Western chart, I'll take it from your face, from your voice, I'll get vibrations from wherever I can. I'll take it and I'll make the prediction. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. It all fits in and then out comes the prediction. The base, I try to keep it as Vedic astrological chart. So now Navjyot Singh is a very young man, 18 years old. And Navjyot, yes, I agree. Right now you're going through a tough time, but you will be out of it soon and you have a good chart. Always remember that. So you are a very balanced person, ascendant Libra with Ketu sitting there. That means, yes, you are the flirty sort. You like to flirt with the opposite sex. And also you have that casual temperament about you which makes you achieve, or which will make you achieve a lot in your life. You know, let me tell you one thing. Asking somebody to do a public analysis of your chart on YouTube itself requires a lot of courage. There are a lot of people who do not want their public analysis on YouTube. Now, I know you are young, but still there has to be some elements in the chart that makes you want to do a public analysis. So there are certain aspects in the chart that make you want to get publicity. People, you know, you want to have a name for yourself. All those angles are there, and I'll come to your chart. That planet is sitting there. I see it right now. Now, after your first house, which itself, see, let me tell you one thing. The Lagna house is who you are. It has great emphasis in astrology. Any astrology. A powerful Lagna house will keep you in good stead throughout life, despite the challenges. While a weak Lagna house will make you dependent on your other planets. And when I say other planets, means other people in your life. So you will not be self-sufficient. You will look out for other people to help. And if those houses and planets are good, you'll do well. Otherwise, you'll sink. Likewise, a bad Lagna house will make you your own worst enemy. So your Lagna house is good. You're a balanced person. And at the same time, casual. And you like to have fun. That is always good. The intent of life should be, you should be balanced. But you should not take yourself and life too seriously, because you know why? At the end of it, we all have to go. There is no guarantee except death. So, as I was telling you, when that astrologer in 1991 told me that I was going to die at the age of 24, what happened was that I stopped worrying about my exams. I scored such good marks in very tough exams, because I didn't give a damn. I said, I was living life day to day. And later, when I was initiated into the scriptures, the Hindu scriptures, that is what they say, that you have to live in the present. You don't have to live in the past. You don't have to live tomorrow. You have to live and enjoy your life in the present. This is reality. This is truth. The decisions that you are going to take right now, the things that are going on in your mind right now are going to shape your future, and astrology will give you a glimpse into that. So now the thing is, after your Lagna house, all your houses, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth houses are empty, and this means that you have mild Kalsarp dosh. That tells me that you would not be interested, you would not be a family-oriented person, you would want to do something with your life. There is a burning desire to succeed, professionally succeed, and you will. Let me guarantee you that you will do very well in your life, but you will not have, you would not be close to anybody except maybe your spouse. Now here also in your marriage you have to be very careful, because your 7th house is very powerful. Your 7th house, after your first Lagna house, your 7th house has Mercury, Moon and Rahu. That tells me that your wife, you will get married to somebody who will be very dominating. She will dominate you, and your married life will be tricky. But since you have Ketu and are ascendant Libran, you can handle this. But it would be good if you do the remedy for your Rahu/mind Kalsarp dosh, that is feed stray animals. As you know, gemological remedies I cannot advise over this forum, because they need astrological monitoring. Some stones have a negative or a reverse impact. The best part is your 7th house has Mercury and Moon. That means your married life will be stable. Tricky at times, but stable. Your wife will be a nice homemaker. She will make a nice home for you. You yourself are very polite and a gentle person. You have mental strength. You are not the worrying sort. You don't worry, you're not ultra sensitive, and so you will also contribute to making your married life a very successful and happy one, and it will be the cornerstone of your life when you grow up. Right now you are 18, give yourself 7 to 8 more years, you will start to have romantic liaisons, very strong one, and they will convert, one of them will convert into marriage. There will be multiple ones, but avoid the second one. Once you get married, stick to it. Now, the problem in your chart, one of the problems is that your sun is in the 8th house. This is not a good placement. It could mean many things. It could mean that your father has ill health. It could mean that you are an introvert by nature. You keep quiet. There is insecurity deep inside your heart, that you keep your feelings deep inside and don't let them out. Now, I see that you will let them out in front of the person whom you love or your wife. And if you don't do that, that is, if you don't find the right life partner, then you could fall sick. And this is more so as presently you are desperately looking for some soulmate, because you are going through your challenging Sun Mahadasha from 2022. That is, it is just about started. Just about. It is just started, and you have started to feel the negative impacts of that, and it will be there till 2028 September. Now, why I say it's just about started, because some astrological calculations, some software give a month or two apart dates. So generally we keep afloat. So basically you are under the influence of your already 8th house Sun Mahadasha. Now you may be feeling deflated. You may be feeling hopeless, as if, what is happening with my life? It's not going as per my expectations. You may in this state of mind take wrong decisions, but be very careful, because Sun is a very powerful planet, and it can have a detrimental negative effect on one's mind and one's intellect. And what that does is it makes you take wrong decisions. Though your Lagna house is always helping you, but this would cause you may not be, for example, in your chart, the main thing that stands out is there could be some issue related with either a romantic affair gone wrong or some issue with your father, and that may cause you depression. Now for the sun, you have to pour water to the rising sun for you, because the dasha is going on. Every day morning, you walk in the sun more often. That will let the sunlight enter the dark pores of your mind and throw illuminating and life-preserving light. I have always said in my posts that sun is the most powerful planet. If you have sun well placed in your chart, you can face adverse situations head on and you can win. But if sun is ill placed, then basically there is fear or insecurity in your heart throughout life, and in the 8th house it will cause you health related issues like depression, anxiety. But you are lucky, your 9th house is good. Your 9th house is the house of luck or a bhagyasthan. Having planets in the 9th house is very, very lucky, because luck will help you. Luck means family. Mainly for you at this age, it means family. So you will do well in your profession. You will get luck. Destiny will help you in doing well in your profession. You will have a good quality of education. After that, you will get a good job and you will be able to earn good amount of money, provided right now during your Sun Mahadasha, that has come at a moment in your life when you are just about to go to college. So please do the remedies for your Sun. If you contact me, I can give you a gemstone also that may help you. But remember, you will do well in your life. Long term, this is a good chart, but you always will be introverted. Now, the 9th house has Venus, Saturn and Mars enemy position. That means you will do well in your profession. You will be lucky when it comes to finding a life partner for yourself. Though Mars enemy position means that sometimes you may be argumentative. Especially as I said, right now you may be having arguments with your father. So that is okay. The remedy for that is that you please keep a red cloth with yourself and please drink from a copper vessel. Now the remedies that I give you are ones that you understand. I will not give you complicated mantras to chant that you do not understand. I will not tell you very complicated religious stuff. It puts a lot of people off because they don't understand. So I will give you remedies that make sense, because once you do the remedies with your full heart, once you understand your chart and do your remedies, only then do they take positive impact. If you do them, half-heartedly, they don't work, and you can. Now the best placement in your chart, my friend, apart from your Lagna house, is that your 11th house of Leo has Jupiter at 15 degrees. You're very, very lucky. Despite your Sun Mahadasha, despite you suffering from slight anxiety, depression, and that will come out in your palm. If I see your palm, you will be able to do well in your education. In fact, you could go overseas for your education, and you will be professionally qualified. I mean, you could be an engineer, you could be a doctor, you could be a pilot. So I see you traveling all over the world, and you will be having healthy children. So you will have real knowledge, you will have healthy children, quality education, luck will favor you, you will travel all over the world, and most important of all, what I was mentioning, name and fame will be at your feet. So that is why that propensity is there. You want people to know you even from now, and that will happen. So my friend, don't worry. The time right now, especially till next year 23, November 23 is tough. You please do your remedies. Don't be discouraged. Long term, your chart is very good and God has blessed you. You just need to do the remedies for your Kalsar dosh. Wear a gemstone if possible, for Sun, or at least pour water to it, and for your Mars, and your life will operate at its optimum best. What an astrologer can do is, see, I or no other human being, nobody else can change your luck. That is based on your karma. Only you can do it. What an astrologer or what I can do is give you remedies so that your life operates at its optimum best. Okay, Navjyot? Thank you and Hari Om, and thank you for asking this question.